Okay, fans. As promised, a Halloween special giveaway here at the Eeez and Beez podcast. We've dressed up this week for Halloween for all you listeners out there. But first, let me introduce the Wildcat. That's Lauren. How's it going today, Lauren?
Good. How are you? Hello.
I'm doing great. And for those of you who don't know, I am Darby Allen.
And I'm a cat.
Yep. Wildcat. That's why we called you Wildcat.
Yep.
So today on the Scrambled Eggs segment, Lauren, we've got a special Halloween giveaway. We got 4 items we're going to give away.
Yeah.
And Lauren and I have decided, along with the Eeez and Beez team, that we want the 4 best Halloween costumes of a wrestler that you've dressed up in any time in your life.
Could be from any year, any age. We want to see them.
Yep, and you can put them in the comments below, or you can follow us at eezandbeez.com and sign up on all of our pages there and send us an email at eezandbeezpodcast@gmail.com, and we'll post them on our page for you guys and also send you some really cool stuff. So with that said, Lauren, let's show them what the first item's going to be. It's the Happy Halloween Papa Shango sticker that came in the Pro Wrestling Crate. Now, almost all these items actually came from the crate, but we are going to give them away special here today on the Halloween. So once again, it's the Papa Shango Happy Halloween sticker. If you want this, just send us a picture of your favorite Halloween wrestling costume of yourself at any point in your lifetime.
Or any pro wrestling costume person that you impersonated anytime.
All right, Lauren's going to show you the next item.
I'll take it out.
You can leave it in the bag.
Oh, okay, we'll leave it in the bag.
If you didn't see the video, once again, this come from Pro Wrestling Crate. It is a Glacier full mask. It is not COVID compliant, exactly. So we do not advise you to wear it for COVID, but it would be a very cool costume at some point.
Yep.
And if you're a Glacier fan, hey, send us your picture. You can easily win this. All right, Lauren, next we've got another great Halloween thing. Mm-hmm. It came in the Pro Wrestling Crate. It is the Cryptic Closet comic. Sorry about that. Cryptic Closet comic. Say that 5 times fast.
Yeah.
And it also comes with a coupon on the inside for 20% off some of their merchandise. So not only are you getting the comic, you're going to get the coupon. So it's 2 for 1 on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, same rules apply. Just send your picture. And last, for the Halloween giveaway, we have our famous Eeez and Beez podcast sticker. Limited supplies, folks. There's limited supplies of these. So once
We've
again,
already sent some out to some of our winners.
Well, we're having some pictures posted on the website very soon of our recent winners. But like I said, for these 4 items here, if you want to have one of these for free, all you got to do is send us a picture in the comments below, or like I said, sign up at eezandbeez.com and email us a picture. And we'll be mailing this to you very, very soon.
We want to see some of our fans dressed up. So let's see some Halloween costumes out there of some wrestlers.
Yes, we obviously dressed up for the occasion. We have some younger kids that love the occasion, so we always participate every year. We love it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Lauren, with that being done, let's move on a little bit here in the Scrambled Eggs and talk a little bit about a few things that's happened and what your thoughts are on it. One, obviously, the sad news we got just a couple of days ago. Tracy Smothers passing away. Unfortunately, another wrestler down. He was a great guy, a very, very big locker room leader. We've seen so many tributes here in the last couple of days towards him. And I know Lauren doesn't know very much about him, but I grew up around him, or grew up watching him, I should say. He was a very, very talented guy. And I know, like I said, there's very, very many people out there that respected him on the lower indie scenes. And he has been a mentor to several, one being Eddie Kingston, who we saw Wednesday night. kind of give it a little tribute to. But not to bring everything all the way down. Let's talk a little bit about one of my favorite MMA wrestler or fighters that's going to be retiring tomorrow night on Halloween. It's his last fight, Lauren, and you know a little bit about him. It's the Spider, Anderson Silva.
Yeah.
What do you think about his last fight coming into Saturday night?
I don't know. Well, he is getting kind of up there in age, so he probably should retire. But I hope he wins. I hope he goes out with a bang. And to say that he's had a great career, so he shouldn't be upset or sad that he didn't get to do or live out his dream of UFC, because he's been a very good fighter for so many years.
One of the best champions ever. For the longest time, held several records. Still holds a couple. He'll be going up against Uriah Hall, who is no slouch himself, trying to rekindle his career and get it going. Our best wishes for Anderson Silva. I really hope he gets a win on his send-off, and that would be great.
Yeah, me too.
And hey, just on that age thing, Lauren, age is just a number. That's what Jericho says.
I know, but UFC it takes a lot. It takes a lot out of a person.
It sure does. Sure does.
If you have the right mindset, I'm sure that's probably why he's lasted for so long. So.
Moving along here on the Scrambled Eggs, let's talk about another crazy wrestling accident that happened just a week ago.
Ugh.
Have you seen, Lauren, the guy that broke both legs jumping off the second rope?
I kind of watched it. I'm not a big person on watching knee injuries due to having a few knee injuries, but yes, I've heard much about it in the social media world.
Well, out there in Eeez and Beez land, we want to hear what your thoughts are on it. If you've seen it, I watched it. It's pretty gruesome. If you have a very sour stomach or
weak stomach,
do not watch it. It's bad.
It's
bad.
bad.
I feel bad for the guy. He, from all we know, we don't know very much about this guy, but
No.
He has no insurance and is going to be struggling to make these payments and stuff. So I know a lot of the big name wrestlers like Jericho, one of the Young Bucks, Joey Janela, a few have came and come forward and donated to the cause. The story behind it is, he could possibly lose legs if things don't get taken care of in the right manner. So all prayers sent out to that guy. We hope you get a fast, quick recovery. I know it's going to be a long one. Just stay positive, and we hate to see stuff like that, especially in the wrestling world.
Why don't you tell them what happened, though?
Well, what happened?
All of you who don't want to watch the video.
Yeah, for you that don't want to watch, what happened was he was on the second rope facing the crowd. Well, there really wasn't a crowd. It was in the backyard.
It was in the backyard.
They call it a mud show. We'll call it a mud show. That's right. I think this was just for fun, play fun. I'm not 100% sure. The NWO music was playing, but basically he was only on the second rope, which wasn't regulation ring from what we're used to in AEW and WWE. This was a homemade ring, and I do believe he jumped from the second rope and spun around, and when he landed, things just went the wrong way. Let's put it that way. Instead of just a soft landing, his knees went in reverse, and like I said, unfortunately, it
was like a extreme hyper extension of the knees.
It'll be a video shown for many years to come, for sure.
Very easy to find if you do want to watch it, but like I said, if you don't want to watch it, completely understandable, as I didn't either, but there are ways to help this guy if you wish to do so.
Absolutely. As we wind down here, the Scrambled Egg segment, Lauren, last two things I want to talk about. Jake Hagar, 3-0.
Yeah.
That's right. He put it on him, got the third win. We talked a little bit about at the beginning of the show how AEW and MMA is meshing. Mm-hmm. If you watched on Wednesday night, Jake Hagar was not there at the town hall meeting. That's because he was getting ready for the fight that happened last night, and UFC. He gets his third. No, it's not UFC. Bellator.
Or it's Bellator. Okay.
He gets his third win, 3-0, and that's pretty cool. I love to see the crisscross of the two sports, and I love the fact that Bellator lets him come to AEW, do what he does, and vice versa. I love the fact that Tony Khan and AEW allow him to compete in MMA.
Mm-hmm, yeah,
pretty
he gets
cool.
The best of both worlds.
Absolutely,
so
absolutely.
Good for him.
And the last thing, Lauren, we're going to end Scrambled Eggs on a positive note. There's one last thing we want to focus on, and that's make sure you rock the vote.
Yep. Lauren
and I voted earlier last week. We posted the video on YouTube. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Therefore, you can verify that we did vote.
That's right.
But it makes a big difference. You've got to vote. If you're eligible to vote, please vote. That way you have a say. If you're not eligible to vote, then just wait your turn. But obviously, for all the folks out there that are eligible to vote, if you don't vote, there's a saying I'm saying here at Eeez and Beez, we don't want to hear it if you don't vote.
No.
So that's going to wrap up the Scrambled Eggs segment, and we're going to jump straight into everybody's favorite segment. What is it, Lauren?
Toast.
It's the toast. Get out your jams, get out your jellies, your cinnamons and sugars.
Apple butter.
And spread that butter. All right, Lauren, as we're wrapping up the month of October, we've celebrated Halloween Havoc all month long. We've dove into many things. As you guys know, on Patreon, me and my homeboy Brian did a watch-along this week on 1993 Halloween Havoc. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. There's definitely going to be some laughs in there. It is a little long, but hey, who cares? If you have the spare time, go check it out, because I promise you, you'll get something out of it, plus a little bit of knowledge from 1993 that you might have forgot about. As well, Lauren, we've had several Rocky Mountain Pro Wrestling interviews this month, and we all know tonight is Shocktober.
Yep, Shocktober. Woo!
I know Lauren and I are definitely pulling for Lilith and Dustin and Hazard and everybody that's been on the show, Yaden.
Yep.
We all hope everything goes down very well tonight, and we'll definitely touch on that next week and let you know if anything has changed in the Rocky Mountain Pro Wrestling world.
I'm sure some
also
switch up.
Stay tuned next Friday as Jumbo Zamari is going to be on the show live. Also, the following week, we're going to have our first ever, Lauren, co-host. That's right. It's co-host month in November for Eeez and Beez. We're going to have a lot of special things. We'll have the champion Dustin Urich on the second week of November to co-host from beginning to end with me. We'll talk sports, we'll talk breakfast, and a lot of wrestling, that's for sure. Also, going along in November, we will have the merchandise store up. Lauren, why don't you tell the folks a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's pretty close to being up and running now. So in November, just in time for the holidays, we should have shirts, hoodies, some other gear I think are in the works. Definitely a lot of shirts and
hopefully some beanies,
and some hoodies and beanies, and your typical stuff you would find on a online store. So we're really excited that that's now something that is in progress. So
amen. And just like she said, just in time for the holidays. So if you have a wrestling fan out there that you're not sure what to get them, hey, why not the best breakfast wrestling podcast around? That's right, Eeez and Beez podcast.
Yeah.
And it'll be affordable, I promise you that.
Yeah, it's not going to be outrageous. So
well, with that, Laura, like I said, we got a lot of cool, crazy things coming up in November.
Yeah.
But as we wind the show down, Lauren, I want you to go ahead and give out your shout-outs and let everybody know about some things that you got going for the end of the month here.
Yay, okay. Shout-outs. So we do have a couple reminders. On our webpage, we did post links to where you can go to breast cancer awareness. As it's winding down the month of October, we all know October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So there's a link on our page to that. You can donate there, look for resources, as well as many people don't know, we touched about it at the beginning of the month, but October is also Domestic Violence Awareness Month. There is also a link there for, I believe it's the help hotline for domestic violence. If you click on that link, you can find resources, numbers, and a lot of good information for people who are experiencing domestic violence. It has been something that is starting to get out of control, and not very many people talk about it. So very important to spread the word, spread the news. It's not a number we want to see rise. So let's everybody be aware.
Like she said, it'll be on the page, easy access. along
probably
with
leave it up at least for another month, if not longer, just because I think it's that important. But we will be taking down the breast cancer awareness one. We might leave it up for a couple more weeks.
And also, don't forget, Lauren has also posted on our page the Red Cross.
Yes.
For all the people out here out in Colorado and California, where any fires may be.
As well as the people on the East Coast who have experienced hurricanes. So we just posted basically the Red Cross for everywhere. Donate there. We've donated, and everyone we know, we've gotten them to donate as well. Even $1 helps.
Absolutely.
We know a lot of people who haven't been able to get pretty much, anything. They've lost everything in fires, or been evacuated. They don't have access to their home, their mail. It's a mess right now. So they need help. Please reach out and help out if you can. It does not go unappreciated. Another shout out I want to give is we have some new listeners from across the pond. Yay!
We always love new listeners. Spread the word. Spread the jelly. Spread the gravy. Give it all away. We love new listeners.
So a few new listeners we've reached as far as Dublin, Ireland, Moscow, Russia, Aberdeen, Scotland, and I think it's Islington, England. It's either Islington or Islington.
Awesome.
Pretty sure it's Islington. But thank you for listening. Again, spread the word. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Find us anywhere that you listen to your favorite podcasts.
And if you want us early and often, don't forget, go to our Patreon page where you can get all early access to all of our content before anybody else. And just like tonight when we did the giveaway for Halloween, we always do unboxing giveaways every month, and you can get early access and maybe win those items before anybody else.
And before anybody knows about them, they drop at least 48 hours before they go anywhere else online. So always find us there on Patreon as well. I believe that's all I have to say. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween to all you folks out there. Like I said,
safe,
we love you
be
all.
Smart.
Thank you so much for listening. And always don't forget to eat your breakfast. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
See you in November.